Good morning, welcome back.
Yes, welcome back to the Finca.
We're smiling.
We're smiling this morning, because this roof is really coming together.
It's getting there.
It's making us happy.
Such a mammoth task when we started, it
Oh,
really was.
months.
I walked in and looked at it and just head in the hands and thought, oh my goodness.
No faith? Have you got no faith?
I've always got faith in you, but it was just such a
daunting prospect.
Daunting prospect, exactly.
You rebuilt the outside walls pretty much,
yeah.
I would say well over 50% of them. That was just the start of the walls.
Yes.
So we're nearly at a stage for lime washing. We're going to get ready for that.
I'm going to get these tiles pointed up today. No point doing the lime washing at the back here because I'm bound to touch the walls. It gets all over your gloves. I'm better than you. You're right messy worker. So yeah, there's no point touching up these bits because I'm bound to touch the wall in places. So get that done first.
And I'm going to get all the electrics back in all running because you can see it's not super sunny outside and it's
a bit chilly today.
It's chilly as well. But we've still not got a light. Not got a light in it. We've got the ones behind us, but they don't help.
No, we do miss this one, so I need to get this one.
So yeah, I'm going to get all the electrics finished off and get this final wall ready for lime washing.
Yes.
So let's crack on.
Let's do it. And this is our little cave, if you remember, when we stripped the kitchen wall, took all the old plaster off because it was very damp, we discovered a little cave. We didn't know what to do with it, so we've just left it. We did put a nice stone floor down and lime washed the walls to make it clean, but that's it. Tilly Mint has been sleeping in the kitchen on her bed, but she makes such a mess. She's got all her toys around her. She loves to chew sticks, which she brings into the house. They get everywhere. Yesterday I threw everything out so that I could get the kitchen floor cleaned, and I had an idea. Wonder if she would like to sleep in the cave, have her own little bedroom. So once I'd done all my cleaning, I put the bed in there, made it nicely for her, put her toys in there, and she's hardly been out. She absolutely loves it. She had her dinner last night, put herself straight to bed. She's still with us because we're just the other side of the camera in the kitchen, so she still can hear us talking. She's not lonely, but she just seems to love it. She got up this morning, had breakfast, went for a walk, straight back to bed. So I thought I'd just share that with you because we really didn't know what to do with this cave. We had lots of suggestions to display things in there, to use it as storage, but it looks like Tilly's adopted it as her very own bedroom. This is where she used to sleep, and if you can see on the camera, this wall is completely filthy. We've not long lime washed it, but she's actually managed to rub it all off at the bottom here, because that's where her bed used to be, and she rubs herself against the wall, and so that's another great reason for her adopting the cave. I can get this cleaned up now, but that's for another day. I'm going to crack on with those tiles.
Sounds on with the pointing. How's it going?
It's going all right. We've come across a bit of a problem at the back here because there's a gap there, and that goes straight through to the bottom, so we've had to go inside the cupboard, point underneath, and then I'm going to let that go off now and then try and fill that bit. So I'm doing that bit last, but the rest is coming on. It's a slow process, we know this, but it's quite therapeutic. Yeah, it's looking okay.
So I started off with the light switch. I was going to screw this to the wall, but there's not much space behind the switch to get a screw in because it's only a small round switch, and there's obviously wires behind here as well, so I didn't want to do any drilling particularly. I was going to use no nails to stick it to the wall. We've used that before. It's holding shelves up, it's holding all the tops for the in the corral, the old lids we made for the animal troughs, super stuff, but I haven't got any. So I've used a bit more Yeso, which seems to be absolutely equally fantastic sticky stuff, so we'll see. The rest of them I'm going to screw the socket to the wall, because obviously it's going to be pulled down, it's going to have a lot more force on it, whereas this is just a flicky switch. So I'll get that one done next. So this one's going to go over there for that to mount to. I can get a couple of holes through, so I'm going to pile it first so we don't split the wood, and then get this fixed on to the wall in the appropriate place, so I can get my back box, so I can get my socket and all these wires in there behind there. So that's the next thing I've done. I've wired up the socket to make sure it fits, so I can get it in, so I can get this piece of timber in the right place, and that all fits nicely in there, sort of. There we go. And get the wood now in the place that I want, hold it, and then get my screws through it. I think about there should be perfect. That's good. Right. Like that. I've countersunk these holes in here as well. Just going to attempt to mark the wall at the back. As you can see, this is quite awkward. Let's see what we've got. Oh, I think so. Right, I can get them drilled, get the plugs in, and get this fixed to the wall now. Hello to the mint. You're helping. Why are you not in your bed now? There we go, that one's in. Right, I've wired up this switch. I don't want to fix it just yet because I want to make sure this is super dry, but at least now I can get it all connected up and make sure everything's working before we go any further. Right, we're all wired up. Yay, let there be light. Just going to test this socket down here now, and then get that other one up there wired up as well. Right, Shannon's going to take life in her own hands and plug the toaster in, see if that works. Oh, it works. Fantastic. Happy days. Okay, this one's all wired up now. Let's give it a whirl. Yay, fantastic. On the other side. Yay. Another good job well done. That's the TV sorted out, very important. Get this switch on, it's probably not dry yet, but it's dry enough. Get it all put back together, we can move on. Excellent. Happy days. So, brief interlude. You know, those that watch regularly, we don't like doing sponsored products on this video, on our show, on our channel. We get several every week: electric bikes, sunglasses, microphones, etc, etc, and we're not interested because it detracts too much from what we're doing. However, we were contacted by a company called Sigmund. They do laser levels and laser things and stuff, and offering us, asking if we wanted a laser level. We've already got two, this being one of them. This is a single one, and we've also got a 3D one as well. But obviously we didn't want to be greedy to keep taking things that we've already got. It's a waste of resources and everything else. But I did have a look on their website, and I saw that they did tripods, which was pretty handy for us because ours had blown over in the wind, and luckily the camera survived, but the tripod was, it snapped the top off it, the clip bit and everything. We've glued it back on several times. Not go good at all. So I said, would you send me a tripod? You know, and that would be really, really appreciated and really useful to us. We like things that are useful to us. This is the tripod basically, and it's a proper sturdy thing. It's got 3-stage adjustable legs, so it goes from that big to you see that? They all keep folding up, etc. So you can have the height that you want. It's also got a little windy up bit here. You can wind it up even higher if you want higher things. Fantastic. It's got a tilt thing on it, you can tilt it and do it. It's got a rotate bit, you can rotate it. A standard shoe, I think they're called, that'll take a laser level, and the camera of course as well. Totally made up. It's even got a little hook on the bottom where you can hang a big heavy weight from it to stop it getting blown over in the wind, which if our other one would have had that, we might not have taken the damage on it. So yeah, we're really, really made up with that, and it's going to get some use. The other thing they sent us was a laser line detector. I had no idea these even existed. Well, if you remember when we did this courtyard floor, we had really difficulty seeing the line on the wall, which you can't now. The laser level is actually on the tripod pointing at the wall. So with this, it can see the line. If I move it up, it has a little arrow, tells you it needs to go down, and there it is. If I can hold it steady, this has got a mount for it as well, so you can actually mount it or clip it to something, where you can then mark on the wall where you want to be. That is absolutely fantastic. We really could have done with this when we did this ages ago, so we really struggled to get the levels. I'll move that away now, quieten it down. So there you go, absolutely fantastic. So there we go, absolutely super happy days. I'm absolutely made up. I don't often get excited about things, like I say, but that, absolutely brilliant. So it all helps, especially when you're doing construction on the scale that we're doing it. I'll put a link in the description to their site, and if you click on via that link you'll get a 15% discount, I'm told. So have a look, check them out. So they do laser levels. They do distance measures as well, which they actually offer us, but we've already got one of those as well, you know, laser like distance measures, tape measures. Tripods, so full kit if you wanted to work, and say this especially, working in the sunshine, absolutely fantastic. So there you go, check them out if you need laser levels, tripods or anything lasery. They're the people to go to.
That's the right hand side finished. Well, apart from that big gap at the side that you can see, and just along the back, as I said before, it was just falling straight through at the back, so we've had to pack it from underneath, and when that's properly gone off, just give those tiles a bit of a brush. I think it should come off really easily because they've had 2 coats of oil. That's Tilly just knocked my leg, sorry about that. So yeah, happy days.
Next thing on the list is to get these tiles on this little ledge here. I'm going to place one in the centre and then cut two equally. I've measured it out. It'll fit either side so they're all spaced evenly. So I've got my measure, I'm going to cut them. There we go, super smart. I just need some little thin stones now to level them up, to build up the front, because I've got quite a big spike there. So I'll go and find some things suitable, and then we can get a mix on and get them in place.
So in the meantime, I'm carrying on with this. I've got a new mix. Just going to finish this little bit that I didn't have enough to do yesterday, and along with that, I'll move over to the other side. Happy days.
So I've been and found a lot of stones. Just going to wet them all down, get the stones stuck in place, and hopefully get the tiles bedded down. Got my sleeping supervisor down by my feet here. Okay, do it. This is just basically to give me a levelish bed to put the tiles on top of. That's the idea anyway. Right, so I'm ready to get the top ones on. I'm going to start with the end ones because I know they kind of fit. Got my little level. And get the others in. So they're in, obviously need pointing up again, same way as we did that, but we'll oil them again first. What I've got left, I want to finish off this wall. I've got this rough edge up here that needs smoothing off. Spraying these charts. There we go. There's a bit at the bottom that needs just finishing off. I didn't have enough for last time, so I'll get these bits done. There we go, that's that phase complete. A little bit down the bottom finished off as well. Sharon's finished the right hand side, I think. Is it finished?
Yes.
Yes, it's finished. And has moved over to the left hand side. To speed things along a little, I'm going to give these a quick coat of oil now, the first coat before this set. Get them going.
So that's this side finished. I'm going to let that go off a little bit and then just smear over any cracks as it starts to shrink. You get little cracks, so just rub those out very easily whilst it's still a bit wet. Over to the other side now, get that shelf done. Earlier this morning I've just pointed underneath here and round those few stones that Andy added. So I'm going to get this shelf done and then we're nearly ready for lime washing. It's getting exciting now. light at the end of the tunnel. That's it, done. We're just waiting for this to dry now. We're ready for the lime washing. And that's the next job, get this wall done and all the bits that need touching up over the far side. Haven't achieved that much this video. We've had a few things that have got in the way that we won't bother you with because it does your head in. But thank you so much for watching. Thanks to all our subscribers, everybody that supports us through Patreon and buys a coffee. And if you have got this far, you've enjoyed what you've seen and you've not already done so, please consider subscribing. It's absolutely free and it helps us out enormously. And we'll see you next time.